Hey friends, it's Matt here. I want to tell you about my new client program. For only $999, you can learn how to get 1,000 clients this week. It only takes 20 minutes of work and you'll be a millionaire within a month. No, that's not true. If you're starting a business and you want to learn how to get clients, you have to learn how to get them, how to retain them, how to work with clients and all that. And today what I really want to talk about is just how to schedule clients, because most people do this wrong, believe it or not. Most people do not schedule clients correctly, especially if they're just starting out. So before we talk about that, please make sure to smash the like button. It'll make sure this video shows up to as many people as possible. It's a real thank you to me, and it helps a lot of people who might be interested in this material. So how do most people schedule clients incorrectly? Well, if you're just starting out, listen, I remember what it was like just starting out in any sort of client or customer-based business. You are desperate to get people to pay for your services because you don't have any money and you really need the work. So you'll pretty much take anyone who comes through the door. The problem is, like I've said before, that conveys a sense of desperation and it does not convey a sense of scarcity. So what most people do when they're scheduling clients, if they're just starting out, is they'll basically say something, say someone emails you and they're looking for whatever service it is you offer. You'll say something like, oh, I'm completely free Thursday, Friday, Saturday, anytime, just I'll make it work. And that might work. I'm not saying the person won't sign up, but more often than not, what you're conveying subconsciously is the sense that your time isn't that valuable and that you're not that valuable as a representative of whatever field you're in, because you just have this unbooked schedule. So the real way that you want to respond to clients is very simple. You don't want to be a jerk. You don't want to blow them off. You don't want to pretend like you're someone that you're not, but you want to respond with a specific time. So for example, when someone, I don't actually take one-on-one clients anymore, but what I used to do when someone would email me asking for an appointment was I would say, I would love to meet with you. Are you available next Thursday at 2 p.m. or whatever the case might be? Just suggest a specific date, a specific time. Be very nice. Don't be haughty. Don't be rude. Don't pretend like you're better than them. Just suggest a specific date and time. Do not suggest a huge time window, at least in my experience. I could be wrong. Maybe you find something different. But in my experience, when you suggest a big time window, what that does is it just conveys the impression, hey, my schedule's not that booked because nobody really wants to have an appointment with me. So I hope you find that helpful when you're scheduling clients. And I thought just as a little bonus, I would throw something in here, and that is not everybody is your client. So always remember my rule that whoever you're bending over backwards for is probably going to be the same person who creates the most trouble in your business. Now look, I understand at first you might not have a choice. You might feel like you just really need that money, and maybe you do. But don't be scared to be discerning about who you take on as clients. At the end of the day, I think what you really want are what I call the very high value, very easygoing type of clients. And these are the clients that you actually don't hear anything from. I have people in my business who have been coming for years for appointments in my businesses, and I don't hear anything from them. They're so easy. And then I have people who I hear from twice a week, or who my poor manager hears from twice a week and is just so wonderful at handling. But these are the people who create the most problems. So try very hard to be a little bit discerning without being haughty, without seeming rude, and build up a clientele that really suits what you're doing. Now, I really have to add here that this does not mean that you should treat your clients poorly. In fact, you should do the opposite. There's a Warren Buffett saying, he's on video saying this, I really love it. He says, if you want to have a successful business, be constantly thinking about how to delight your customers. And I think he says something like, not just please your customers, but delight your customers. And this is so true. You want your clients or your customers to feel like they had the most amazing experience with you. But that means that they should feel like they had the most amazing experience, not like you were bending over backwards for them. Because those people who you have to bend over backwards for them, they're never going to feel like they had an amazing experience, because because they're impossible to please. There's just maybe 5 to 10% of the population who's impossible to please, and you're not going to change that. And probably for whatever psychological reason they act that way, the nicer you are to them, the more they're probably going to take it out on you. So you might as well just forget it. So at the same time, I try to treat my clients really, really well. I really respect them. They're giving me their time, they're giving me their money, and I'm giving them hopefully something in return that they value. So I treat them very well. I'm never fake, I'm never haughty with them, and you should probably aspire to do the same. You don't want to be fake. If you're just starting out, if you're like in high school or just out of college and you're working a McDonald's job, and there's nothing wrong with working a McDonald's job, you don't want to go up to your client and say, oh man, I'm just totally all booked up this weekend, I can't do your internet marketing for you. That's completely fake. People are going to know you're lying. But you can say to them, you know, how's 3 on Thursday? Could we meet for an appointment? And I'll show you what I do. All right, so there is an in-between there, and just creating scarcity with how you interact with clients doesn't mean that you have to lie. It doesn't mean you have to pretend like you're something you're not. And it doesn't mean that you have to mistreat your clients or anything like that. You can still be yourself and create that sense of scarcity. It's a very subtle thing, and how you book your clients is one of the best ways to do it. So I hope you find that helpful. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe to this channel, and make sure you comment below. Even if you just say, I got through the video, I watched the whole video, whatever you do, it's going to really help that YouTube algorithm so as many people as possible see these videos. And my goal is to help as many people as possible. So not only are you thanking me by liking and subscribing, you're also helping other people who might be interested in this material. All right, everybody, I put out a video every day. Make sure you click the bell as well so that you get some updates, and I will see you tomorrow in the next video.